Kde? Rumunsko palisády. Ale ne, však to je Transylvánia dolu, jaké palisády?
Transylvánska magistrála.
Dobre, keď sa pozrieš, tak to je tam.
Аз не знам точно как ще стане. Но малко са нега сбрани такива. Никой нищо не знае. Да, никой нищо не знае. Трябва да стигнеш до правилно човек.
Je toto sa taká úplne zimnou vzdialenosťou, na ktorú to bude fočené. Čiže toto je len to, čo...
From that way, and one from the opposite side of the table, shooting that way.
Stráž. Na podstup. Zbraň.
Madam President, what a pleasure.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Everything okay?
Yes.
Okay, and let's go, as it says. Very good. Sure.
But maybe
Handshake.
of course.
Thank you. Okay. Personally, pretty good, but it's always challenging. We have a lively democracy, and you do trust the new government. So. Okay. It's a problem almost everywhere that governments form difficult. More and more parties have to form a coalitions, and of course, if a coalition has many members, sort of becomes difficult to negotiate most things. And
Dear Andrzej, welcome to Slovakia. Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Andrzej, hello. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm fine.
Very good.
Roman? Później jeszcze rzut.
Stoltenberg, then he greets you, and then to the middle, two of them, host and guest, and you are on the side. What opportunity. And we have still possibility to enter the holding arena or waiting here, based on your decision.
Well, based on what you tell us, how long it will take until everybody
Up to
comes.
20 minutes maximum.
It's fine.
Together, all together.
All participants.
Yes, including you. So it means we are.
So the first 5
40
minutes.
left.
Áno, si nahlási to stavu. Dobre, len si ho musíš poslať, lebo ja budem za kamerou hore v tej rokovacej sále. Idem si ju pozrieť, lebo ešte som ju nevidel. Dobre, idem od raného, pomôžem mu vrátiť. Stačí z toto, čo máme?
Well,
In my case.
Susanna, but the two of us, we have been here quite a while.
9 years.
Yes. No, this is just a
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello, Ian. Good to see you. Okay.
See you soon.
See you in a very short time.
Čestná stráž. Na podstup. Zbraň.
Pán prezident, vítajte na Slovensku. Ďakujem.
Pán prezident, pani Pavel, vítam na Slovensku. Každý deň som tu. Ďakujem pekne za to. Páni spoluhostiteľia.
President, good to see you.
Thank you.
It was really interesting. The demonstration was really was it? Yes. That was wonderful. You know, if you count all the demonstrations, all the gatherings, all summary. And it's interesting. All of these that's huge, huge. Counters.
Čestná stráž. Na podstup. Zbraň.
Pán prezident,
Nice to see you here again. Thank you.
To see you. Nice to see
See you
you.
again. Thank you. Thank you so much. You have a busy day. Yes. Busy period.
Ready? Čestná strana. Odstup. Braň.
Mr. President, welcome to Bratislava. Madam President,
Welcome to Slovakia, everyone. Nice to see you again.
Mr. President.
President, nice to see you. Please.
Nice. And very good. This way. Let's go.
Desna strana. Odstup. Braň.
So that you will be welcome to the side. So do you know? She was foreign minister. Longer than
Čestná stráž. Na podstup. Zbraň.
Madam President,
Welcome.
so pleased to be here.
Nice
To meet you too.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Well, it's nice to see you. Pleasure to see you again. Well, places here.
Thank you. And please follow me.
Desna strana. Odstup. Braň.
Excellencies, as promised, tomorrow to come, and we are on time.
Čestná strana. Odstup. Braň.
So, yeah. Thank you for leaving Sweden. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. President.
Yes, hello, Agios.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Yeah.
Áno, si nahlasí to stavu. Dobre, len si ho musíš poslať, lebo ja budem za kamerou hore v tej rokovacej sále. Idem si ju pozrieť, lebo ešte som ju nevidel. Dobre, idem od raného, pomôžem mu vrátiť. Stačí z toto, čo máme?
Čestná stráž. Na podstup. Zbraň.
Kako govorite bugarski? Čudesno, kako ja ne znam nada. Znači, svašta si govorim da je samo na bugarski.
Ne,
Ja sam pitao da samo ti.
Dobre došli.
Zapovijedajte. Ja vam se zbog dobri spomenik Bulgarija.
Mnogo dobrih. No.
Your Excellency,
Welcome to Slovakia.
thank you very much.
Do we meet in Reykjavik?
Yes, we were together in Reykjavik. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
invitation.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for your patience. Please.
Čestná stráž. Ne? Ven.
disrespect, but maybe you can do something. I also already done, but I spoke with your delegates to join us, so we will use the room just for you. For them to prepare. Oh, this is not.
That was a short thing.
Keep in mind, this is so
I would just push this, I'll just push it towards the conveyor.
to pour souls into that.
Just throw them over my shoulder.
Scraps.
Not to Google this, I have to check. But it's very same
It's always the same.
It is. Because they see a flag, there's a flag. Yeah. Rekao is adnāt.
Excellencies, dear President Iohannis, dear President Duda, dear Mr. Secretary General, dear allies and friends, I am pleased to welcome all of you at the Bratislava Castle and to open summit of Bucharest 9. When the B9 summit was a year ago in Romania, we were united, but we also had some concerns about the development of Russian aggression in Ukraine and about the impact of energy crisis on our people, especially during the winter. A year later, it's clear that we are far more resilient than our opponents expected. As allies, we took the right decisions at the summit in Madrid to reinforce our presence on our eastern flank. This has reassured our people about our solidarity and that they are under protection of the strongest defense alliance. The last year has also demonstrated that the best way to restore peace in Europe is through our intensive support for Ukraine, which has successfully defended itself. Thanks to the Ukrainians' bravery and international support, Russia controls less territory than a year ago. We all want to end the human tragedy that the Ukrainians are experiencing on a daily basis. We all want to restore just peace. Our continued support for Ukraine is bringing us closer to this goal. So, today we have opportunity to discuss our priorities for summit in Vilnius. For example, what further steps we should take to ensure that the alliance and our citizens are safe and protected against any potential threats, because this is always our #1 priority. Second, how to further build on our unity and our resolve, because over the years, they have made us safer and more resilient. Third, and how to continue our practical and political support for Ukraine, because there is no place for imperialism and aggression in Europe in the 21st century. Dear colleagues, once again, welcome to Slovakia. I would also like to thank the President of Romania and President of Poland for co-hosting this summit, and I'm looking forward to our discussions. Now I will give the floor to President Iohannis for opening remarks. Dear Klaus, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam President, dear Susanna, dear colleagues, excellencies. First of all, thank you for inviting us to beautiful Bratislava and receiving us in such a nice manner. I'm very glad to meet all of you today here in Bratislava at the new meeting of the Bucharest 9. Our discussions today will address topics important both for the security on the eastern flank and for the security of the entire Euro-Atlantic area. Our coordination is highly relevant ahead of the NATO summit in Vilnius. The Bucharest 9 format keeps its added value. Solidarity, dialogue, and cooperation are the roots of our common strength and resilience. Our joint vision is essential in identifying the means to strengthen deterrence and defense on NATO's eastern flank, from the Black Sea to the Baltic Sea, to the benefit of the entire transatlantic security. We, the NATO allies on the eastern flank, are on the front line in countering the negative effects of the devastating war unleashed by Russia, with multiple security, humanitarian, economic, food, and energy implications. Romania is the NATO ally with the longest border with Ukraine, and we clearly understand the need to strengthen our national defense and further consolidate NATO's posture on the eastern flank in a unitary and coherent, credible and robust manner, including at the Black Sea. This effort is one of transatlantic scale and scope. We must ensure that the decisions adopted in Madrid last year are fully implemented. And I include here as well the decisions related to the strategic importance of the Black Sea region for the Euro-Atlantic security. We will continue to support Ukraine for as long as it takes. Ukraine prevailing in this war is our main goal. At the same time, Romania's support for Ukraine's accession to the alliance, as foreseen at the NATO summit 2008 in Bucharest, is ironclad. We also need to consolidate our support for NATO's vulnerable partners, especially for the Republic of Moldova, to consolidate its defense capabilities and its resilience. I'm sure that our discussions today will pave the way for a unified approach on the security in our region and for a successful Vilnius summit. For the time, thank you.
Thank you, Klaus. And now I will give the floor President of Poland, President Duda. Dear Andrzej, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Madam President, dear Presidents, Mr. Secretary General, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, Zuzana, Madam President, thank you very much for having organized another Bucharest 9 summit and for your invitation to Bratislava. Just a few months ago, on the 22nd of February, we met in Warsaw at a special B9 summit participated by the President of the United States and NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg. I'm glad that we can continue our exchange of views today, especially that as soon as in 1 month we are going to meet at the NATO summit in Vilnius, which will play a key role in boosting the security of our region. Ladies and gentlemen, it's beyond any doubt that as Eastern Flank members of NATO, we are directly affected by the situation in Ukraine and by the brutal Russian aggression. Also, actions of the Lukashenko regime in Belarus are destabilizing the security situation across the region. Hybrid attacks on our borders, using Belarusian bases to launch attacks on Ukraine, or the decision to deploy Russian nuclear weapons in the territory of Belarus. These are the challenges which we have to address jointly. That's why we must do our best to make sure that the security of NATO's eastern flank and that of Ukraine remain high on the political agenda of all members of the alliance. We must be consistent in strengthening our defense potential, modernizing our armed forces, implementing decisions of the past NATO summits, as well as do our best to strengthen Allied presence in the region. We also need to be consistent in our support for Ukraine as Russia poses a permanent threat to our security. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, the NATO summit in Vilnius is approaching. We need to use it for setting ambitious goals, making important decisions and commitments. Let me stress once again that our common priority must consist in strengthening our security, the security of our citizens. What is more, we need to define a clear perspective of Ukraine's membership of the alliance. Thank you for an opportunity to open our meeting. I count on a fruitful discussion.
Thank you very much, Andrzej. And now, please, Mr. Secretary General, dear Jens, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, President Shaputova, dear Susanna, President Iohannis, President Duda, dear Presidents, Excellencies. It's really a big honor, a great honor for me to join you once again at the B9 meeting. This is an important platform, an important forum also to address issues which are extremely important for NATO. President Putin's unprovoked war of aggression against Ukraine has changed our security environment for the long term. Russia has shattered peace in Europe. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam today puts thousands of civilians at risk and causes severe environmental damage. This is an outrageous act which demonstrates once again the brutality of Russia's war in Ukraine. The decisions we take at the NATO summit in Vilnius this July will be very significant. We will strengthen our support for Ukraine with a multi-year package of assistance to help them transition from Soviet era to NATO standards and bring Ukraine closer to NATO. All allies agree that NATO's door remains open, that Ukraine will become a member of the alliance, and that Russia does not have a veto. At Vilnius, we will also further strengthen our deterrence and defense. We will commit to our new defense plans, a new NATO force model with more troops at higher readiness, and stronger NATO command and control. We must also agree a stronger commitment to increase defense investments with 2% of GDP as a minimum. As we prepare for the Vilnius summit, I am also working hard to ensure that we welcome Sweden soon as a full member of this alliance. So once again, thank you so much. I look forward to our discussions.
Thank you so much, Jens. Thank you for your opening remarks. And now, after a short break, we will continue and we will start our plenary discussion. Thank you.
Nechoď tam.
à peu près. Quand j'aurai une belle carrière, aussi bien derrière que devant, que j'aurai assuré mes arrières, alors je serai enfin mûr pour cueillir l'instant présent, évident. Si je fais bien mes calculs, que je me concentre, que je m'applique, que je suis pas à pas la formule, je finirai bien par être heureux. C'est mathématique, mathématique. Je serai enfin prêt à commencer à vivre pour de vrai. Enfin prêt à vivre jour le jour tout court. Je serai enfin prêt quand enfin de plus rien je ne manquerai. Enfin prêt, enfin à peu près. Quand j'aurai tout sous contrôle, quand j'aurai trop pour en vouloir encore, quand le poids du temps sur mes épaules me fera simplement espérer garder ce que j'ai, alors je serai enfin prêt